Hello friends, and welcome to Looking at the Markets with David Modell. I'm excited to make this video. If you haven't considered trying Heiken Ashi candles before, or maybe you tried it but you didn't really come to understand or appreciate what's so cool about them, what's so great about them, then this video is for you. Even if you have used them or you do use them, I think you'll really enjoy this. You'll get a fresh perspective on them. And before I get into it, I just want to let you know that I do offer coaching for traders and investors. If you'd like that, if you're interested, you can email me at davidmodell@gmail.com. Also, I have some free financial reports with which I co-authored, so I know they're good. And those are all in the links in the description below this video, so check those out. They're all free. Okay, so let's get into it. Let me go over to tradingview.com, and I'm on the 1-minute candlestick chart for Netflix, but what I'm going to say can also apply to, let's say, swing trading, all right? If you're using maybe the daily candlestick chart, something like that. But right now I'm just kind of thinking of intraday or day trading. And these are the regular traditional candlesticks, the 1-minute candles, and I threw up a moving average, and this is not a great trading strategy. It's just an example. I just put up the 1-minute candlesticks for Netflix stock, and I put up the 12-period EMA, exponential moving average, and let's say, I don't know, and again, I do not recommend this particular trading strategy, but let's say, for example, if you decided, well, I'm going to buy if a candlestick closes above the moving average, and then I'm going to sell when it closes below. And these candles they're kind of hard to work with, let's be honest. I mean, they're so gappy. Look at the gaps between them, and look how small some of these candles are. They barely exist, a lot of them. Now that's maybe because we're using the 1 minute instead of the 2 or the 5, but even the 2 and the 5, you get, or let's put up the 3, sometimes it's easier, some places are easier to read than others. You put up the 5, and all right, it's a little bit easier to read these candles. You don't get all those weird tiny candles with the big gaps between them. But still, what if you want to use the 1 minute though? What if you want, because with the 5 minute, you don't get as much information. You don't get as much data being represented there. You don't get the detail of data or information there in those candles. What if you want all the information you can get and you want to use the 1 minute candles? All right. And so, I don't like the looks of these candles. It's kind of hard to tell. And if you're looking for, closes above and below the line here, sometimes it's hard to tell what's what. It doesn't make it easy. It's not easy on your eyes or on your mind for that matter. So compare that to the Heiken Ashi candles. What a difference. You got to admit, this is so much easier to look at, to read. Now, be aware that the information, the data that you get from Heiken Ashi candles is not the same as the regular candles. The information is different. They use a different formula, okay? But, you get a pretty similar sense of direction at least. I mean, over here, it's, the trend is down and then the trend is up. Those are the Heiken Ashi candles. Then with the traditional ones, again, it's down and then up, but it's hard to tell what's what sometimes, at least for me. Whereas you get a nice continuous smooth movement here with the Heiken Ashi. It's more connected. The candles are easier to read. They're more visible. Also notice that with the Heiken Ashi candles, you tend to get a bunch of candles, consecutive candles in a row of the same color. You get some nice green runs there if you're going long above the moving average, all right? In fact, you can even, here's another advantage, you can use the candles, the Heiken Ashi candles themselves as a profit target, I should say. All right, for example, if you waited for the Heiken Ashi candle to close above the line here, the moving average, you would have gotten in here, and then you could have said, okay, my profit target, I'm just going to ride it, and I'm not going to get out until there's a red candle. Plain and simple. That's one way to do it. I'm not saying it's the best way. I'm not recommending or not recommending it. You have to make your own decisions. But, it would have worked out pretty well here. You would have kept going and going and going. You wouldn't have gotten out until pretty much the top here, almost. Pretty close to it with this tiny red candle here. All right. So that's one way to do it, or a short position. You could allow it to close below the line like here, And then, if you're taking a short position, you ride it all the way down and keep going, red, 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 keep going until your profit target could be when you get a green candle, like right here. And again, you would have gotten out at pretty much the best point to get out before it turned around. Okay, that's one way to look at it. That's one approach that you can use if you want to for a profit target. You just don't get that so much with the regular candles there. I mean, really, you gotta try. Well, first of all, you wouldn't have been able to ride it up because there was there was a advertisements. There was a red candle here, red candle here, red candle here. All right, your profit target wouldn't have been so great. Whereas, over here, you could have ridden it all the way up until you finally got a red candle here. That's just one example. It doesn't always work out that well. I mean, this is pretty much textbook here. This is picture perfect, so don't expect it to always be this good. And no system works 100% of the time. And I'm not recommending that you just throw the 12 period EMA up there and just use that by itself. Well, I mean, you could, but hey, if you haven't at least examined or tried out paper traded or virtual traded the Heiken Ashi candles and compared it and contrasted it to the regular traditional candlesticks, I recommend you give it a try because it's pretty cool. All right, and for you swing traders out there, let's try the daily candlestick chart. And again, you look at that beautiful run up here, okay, and these just bigger candles that are more connected there. All right, you get a lot of red candles in a row for your shorters, and for you people who take long positions, you get a lot of green candles in a row. It's really nice. All right, so compare that to the regular candles, just choppier, and I don't know. It is different. Don't think you're going to get the same information from the two different types of candlesticks. It is different, and you have to get used to it, and you have to understand the purpose of it. And I do have an introductory Heiken Ashi candlestick video. I'm going to put it in the description below this video so you can click on that and get the basics on Heiken Ashi candles and how they work. All right, so feel free to check that out. Also, feel free to check out all the free financial reports in the links in the description below this video. If you want the coaching, if you want more help with this, or just help in putting together a trading or investing plan, you can email me at davidmodell@gmail.com. Hey, did you like this video? Did it give you a new perspective? Please give this video a thumbs up on YouTube. That helps me out a lot and encourages me to make more videos kind of like this one. And leave a comment if you want to. Let me know what you think of this. Do you prefer Heiken Ashi candlesticks or do you prefer the traditional ones? That's cool. There's no right or wrong answer as far as I'm concerned. And also, if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, why not do it right now? Subscribe and hit that notification bell, and that way YouTube can let you know whenever I put out, it can notify you whenever I put out another video much like this one. Thanks a lot. Hey, I really appreciate it, folks. Thanks a lot. I'll talk to you again soon.